Okay, next I'd like to introduce you to John Tyndall. John helps people get the money that they need for the properties they want. He is an experienced and friendly finance professional who has worked for major Australian companies such as Westpac, St George, MLC and NAB. He has won a number of industry awards, and a lot of them are on display here tonight, and you can see some of his successes on Facebook page, Choice Home Loans, Wattle Grove. And what some of you don't know about John is that in a former life, he was a George Clooney lookalike. And I know that's true because he sent me the photo. And he also has a great sense of humour.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll keep my part of the talk brief because, as you can possibly tell, I specialise in being short. So what I'm going to talk about is the money, but what I do is not about the money at all. It's about the lifestyle that people get, and it's the lifestyle from investing in properties or buying their own property. And I've got a few stories to share with you of actual clients, if that's okay. And one more. Okay. So here we had a family of called Sam and Simon. They had a fast food franchise in southwestern Sydney. It was doing okay. The business revenue from the fast food franchise was doing this, but they had 4 kids, and the family expenditure was doing this. By the time they got to me, they were financially drowning. They had maxed out 4 credit cards, and Mum was literally having a basket, 4 baskets, and she was having to allocate money at the end of each week for different functions, groceries, bills, cars and so forth. But they came to me and they had not had a holiday for 4 years. They were stressed to the eyeballs, and to make things worse, one of their boys had been smacked on the elbow by a baseball and there was a splinter, and he needed surgery because he no longer had full movement in his elbow, in his arm. So when they came to me, I was able to refinance their family home. I was able to do it in such a way that we paid off their credit cards, we paid off their existing mortgage and got them down to under 4.5%, and we borrowed another $10,000 for elbow surgery. We also borrowed a little bit more, and in May, next month, they actually go on their first family holiday together. They're doing a cruise of the Pacific Islands. They've got a whole lot of lifestyle back. And even though I had done all that for them, according to Simone's own calculations, she had an extra $340 in the family budget per week. That was previously all going off to interest. So part of what I do is about the money, but it's also about the lifestyle. This is a young couple, Wayne and Alyssa. Sydney kids are worried that with Sydney property prices, they have been priced out of the market. One of the things they don't realise is that Sydney parents are now benefiting from the rise in Sydney properties and often have equity in their own homes that they can use for the kids' benefit. So by using a particular product from a bank, I was able to help this young couple, who were a young pair of professionals, an architect and a financial planning administrator, buy their first home when they thought they couldn't do it. Their lifestyle has actually gone up significantly. And as you can see, it's a lovely home and it's a great starter. They had the income they needed, they just didn't have the deposit. What they needed to do was to talk to the right person who knew the right products to use. But tonight's also about investment. And Joseph, was actually the brother-in-law of one of the accountants I work with. So a VIP customer. This rather unattractive looking property is just in the bake just in the back of Warwick Farm. And what was unbeknownst to Joey at this stage, he saw this and he said, I'm a builder. I'm going to turn this rough diamond into something beautiful. That shed's no longer there. It's now a granny flat. So he's getting an extra $440 a week rent out of that. And he's turned, you can't see it there, but the carport has been enclosed and is now a garage. So on the main property, he's now getting an extra $100 a week as well. And this is the sort of thing that Anita teaches. Look out for those properties that you can turn into positively geared properties. Now, one of the things Muhammad said was the importance of team and understanding mistakes. This sits on a 1 in 100 year floodplain. Consequently, the lender, when they were insuring it, said, we don't like it. But because of the team approach, myself and the conveyancer that was working on this deal for Joey was able to go to council, go to the and find the information we needed, which proved it was 1 in 100 years, go back to the insurer and say, it's only 1 in 100 years. And we know that Liverpool Council has actually got things in place to mitigate that anyway. So at the 11th hour, this was a dead deal, but because of team approach and knowing who to talk to, we actually got it over the line. So this is my offer for you for coming tonight. I'd love to help you with your loan if you would like. And if I can help you with your loan and we do it successfully, I'll rebate $500 to you. If, however, you give me the opportunity and I can't improve on what you've got now, I'm going to give you $250 just as a thank you for giving me the opportunity to show you what I can do. One of my clients that I offered this to took her family to a horse ranch for the weekend, and her 2 boys got to ride a horse, which they had never done before. So just to close off again, I say it's not about the money, it's about the lifestyle. I truly believe that. Having more income than you have outgoing is important to that, and that's what I do. I help people get the lifestyles, and it's not just about the money. My name's John Tyndall from Choice Home Loans, and I'm here to help you get the money you want. Thank you.